It was 2:37 a.m. on a humid August night in 2024 when my world tilted. A faint creak, not a crash or a slam, but a soft groan of wood under pressure, yanked me from sleep. My wife, Emily, lay beside me in our bedroom in Willow Lane, a quiet cul-de-sac in Ashwood, Georgia. Her breathing was steady, a calm rhythm against the stillness. But that stillness was gone. Another sound, a shuffle downstairs, sent a chill through me. Not panic, but something colder, heavier, like a brick sinking into a frozen pond. I was a dad, a husband, always on guard, even in sleep. I slipped out of bed, my feet silent from years of tiptoeing past our daughter Lily's crib. No gun, no bat, just my hands, my head, and a burning need to protect my family. Down the hall, Lily's door was shut. Good. I crept to the stairs, catching a faint blue glow flickering below. Someone was in my living room, their phone screen dancing across the walls, pausing on the TV, the bookshelf, the framed photos of Emily, Lily, and me. This wasn't a pro thief feed, be gone by now. This was sloppy, bold. I glided down the stairs, each step a silent vow not to let the old would betray me. At the bottom, I saw him, a kid in a hoodie, holding Lily's gaming console like he was appraising it at a pawn shop. I lunged, my hand clamping his shoulder. He yelped, a shrill, startled sound, and spun around, dropping the console. The phone hit the floor, its light revealing his face. Ethan Porter, 15, from 2 houses down. Lily's age. His eyes weren't scared, they were pissed, like I was the intruder. What the hell are you doing? He snapped, shrugging off my grip. What am I doing? My voice was low, a coiled spring of rage. Ethan, why are you in my house? He smirked, a look so smug it made my skin crawl. I go where I want, he said. My mom runs the HOA. I can. Those words lit a fuse. I tightened my hold, his bravado cracking just a hair. No, you can't, I growled. He sneered. Mom's got files on you. Violations. You're screwed. I glanced at the Ring camera blinking in the corner. Smile, kid. You're on video. Upstairs, a light flicked on. Daniel, you okay? Emily's voice, steady but laced with worry. Stay there, Em. Call 911. Ethan's smirk vanished. Real fear flooded his face as he squirmed, but I held firm. He was just a scrawny kid, no match for me. Emily's voice, calm as ever, relayed our address to the dispatcher. Minutes later, red and blue lights painted our windows. 2 cops took Ethan, now sobbing, to juvenile detention. His mom, Laura Porter, was on her way. I knew her, crisp blazers, sharper glares, always clutching a clipboard like a scepter. She ruled Willow Lane's HOA like a dictator. As the squad car vanished, I locked the door, but Ethan's words echoed. My mom runs the HOA. This wasn't over. It was war. Morning broke, but our home felt fractured. Lily, bleary-eyed, pushed her cereal around, her voice small. Ethan broke in. What? How do you explain that kind of malice to a kid? Some people make bad choices, sweetheart, I said, the words hollow. She nodded, her backpack heavy as she trudged to the bus stop. I hated the fear in her eyes. Ethan was her classmate, her busmate. This wasn't just a crime, it was personal. That afternoon, Lily came home quiet, her jacket torn, a smudge of dirt on her cheek. She'd been cornered at the bus stop by Ethan and his buddies. They shoved her, called her a snitch, and said Laura would make us leave. Emily scrolled through Lily's phone, her face tightening at the texts. You're done, Harper. My mom owns this street. Emily's fingers flew screenshot. Save, backup. She labeled the folder, Evidence Porter. While my fists clenched, she built our case, cool and calculated, my anchor in the storm. Laura struck next. At 8 a.m. the following day, her knock was a hammer, each rap a demand for dominance. The Ring camera caught her navy suit, clipboard, a smile as cold as her eyes. I opened the door, leaning casually against the frame, refusing to give her the fight she wanted. Morning, Laura, I said, voice even. She launched into a performance, citing fake violations. My lawn was a 1/4 inch too long. My trash cans lingered past 7 a.m. My new porch light wasn't approved. She handed me a stack of fines. $1,800 for nothing. Extortion, plain and simple. Pay, or life gets messy, she hissed, her eyes flicking to the camera. I smiled tightly. Thanks, Laura. I'll file these properly. Her face twisted. She wanted rage, not calm. I shut the door, the latch clicking like a loaded gun. Our dining room became mission control. I tore through the HOA covenants, finding no rule on grass height, an outdated trash can deadline, and no approved light list. Laura was banking on fear, not facts. Emily dug deeper, uncovering Laura's shell company, Willow Security LLC, run by her brother-in-law, Greg Porter. It was a ghost-no website, just a P.O. box. A news archive revealed Laura's past as Linda Hayes, ousted from another HOA for fraud. This wasn't a neighbor, it was a grift. We needed more. I knocked on the Patel's door, our neighbors with a clear view of our back entrance. Mr. Patel hesitated, fear in his eyes, but my plea, today it's me, tomorrow it's you, sparked courage. His footage showed Ethan trying their door before hopping our fence. Not a prank pattern. Then came the mail trap. I noticed a bill's envelope resealed sloppily. Tampering with mail is federal. I bought UV paint and a wildlife camera, crafting a fake letter from Carter and Sons Law about pending disputes. A dot of invisible paint on the envelope's flap. A camera hidden in our azalea bushmeat trap was set. At 2:45 p.m., Ethan took the bait, snatching the letter, returning it minutes later. In the laundry room, my blacklight revealed a glowing green smear and a thumbprint. The camera footage was gold. Ethan, clear as day, committing a federal crime. I had him, and Laura's empire was crumbling. I called Detective Ryan Carter, no relation, and laid out everything. The break-in, the bus stop assault, the fake fines, the shell company, the mail theft. He was hooked when I mentioned the UV paint. You set a trap? He asked, intrigued. At the station, my binder crammed with covenants, screenshots, and videos painted a damning picture. Carter looped in the Postal Inspection Service and warned Laura might send her security team. He gave me his cell. Stall them. Stream the Ring feed. We'll be ready. 2 nights later, a white van parked outside. Greg Porter and a burly sidekick, in cheap Willow Security polos, pounded our door, demanding a night inspection. I stalled, voice steady through the door. No such rule. You're trespassing. Greg shoved the door, his hand catching my shoulder. Assault. Emily streamed the feed to Carter. Sirens wailed, and 3 squad cars boxed them in. Carter stepped out, showing Greg the live feed of his shove. Handcuffs clicked. Laura stormed out, shrieking about her rights as HOA president. Carter didn't flinch. Your team's under arrest for assault. And we have a warrant for Ethan mail tampering. A CPS worker appeared, questioning Laura's parenting. Her perfect image shattered as neighbors watched. The HOA meeting was a powder keg. Every seat in the Ashwood clubhouse was filled, tension thick. Laura, in a gray suit, tried to spin a tale of misunderstandings. I took the floor, Emily's projector ready. We don't feel safe, I said, locking eyes with neighbors. The screen lit up. Ethan sneaking into the Patel's yard, rifling through my house, shoving Lily, stealing mail. Gasps turned to shouts as neighbors shared their own stories. Fines for a wheelchair ramp, a basketball hoop lien. Laura's gavel was powerless. Her board abandoned her. Her reign was done. The fallout was brutal. The board ousted Laura, froze her accounts, and hired a forensic accountant. He uncovered a web of shell companies: Willow Landscaping, Willow Pool Maintenance, siphoning HOA funds to Laura's family. The DA charged her with embezzlement, fraud, and larceny. The IRS joined in, sniffing tax evasion. In court, Laura's lawyer tried enforcing her illegal liens. Our attorney handed the judge the audit report. The judge's fury was surgical. Liens dismissed, Laura sanctioned, ordered to pay our fees. Her house sold to cover debts. A new family moved in, waving hello. 6 months later, Willow Lane breathed easy. Kids, including Lily, played soccer in the street, laughter echoing. The new HOA burned Laura's rules in a bonfire, neighbors cheering. Emily and I sat on our porch swing, iced tea in hand, watching Lily shine, her fear gone. Our settlement check paid the bills. The rest went to a youth charity. I'd learned how far I'd go for my family, not to revenge, but to peace. You fight with facts, cameras, calm. You build a paper trail, rally neighbors, and let truth win. But here's where it gets messy. Was I too ruthless, setting traps for a kid? Should I have confronted Laura directly instead of playing detective? Was it justice or vengeance? What would you have done? Let it slide or fight like hell? Should kids like Ethan get a pass because of bad parents, or face the full weight of their choices? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if this got your blood pumping, and subscribe for more stories that make you question everything.